Good morning, standard 5 students. Today in chapter 7, we will revise solubility and change of state of matter. So, let us see about the solubility and change of state of matter in chapter 7 science. So, first of all, we will know about what is solubility. Solubility of a substance is its maximum amount that can be dissolved in a specified amount of solvent. That means amount of liquid and solid both should be fixed. If we will take a substance, if I give the example of sugar and water, then if I will take 1 liter of water and 250 grams of sugar dissolved in 1 liter of water, that means the solubility, the maximum amount can be dissolved is the solubility of that substance. That means 250 grams is the maximum amount of sugar that can be dissolved in 1 liter of water, then that will be the solubility of sugar in water. Now, next we will see, you can see here 3 important terms are there: solute, solvent and solution. So, first, what is solute? Substance dissolving. The substance that dissolves in a liquid is known as solute. Solvent is the liquid, the solute dissolves in the substance in which the solute dissolves is called solvent. And what is solution? Solution is the result of mixing solute and solvent together. When we mix any solute in a solvent, we get a solution. A definition you can see in this also, a measure of how much solute can dissolve in a solvent at a given temperature is solubility. What is a solvent? A substance that dissolves another substance is known as solvent. Example, water you can say. What is solute? The part of a solution present in the lesser amount and dissolved by the solvent is known as solute. For example, if I dissolve salt in water, then salt will be the solute and water will be solvent. Now, solids in water. Which solids can dissolve in water? Substances like sugar and salt are soluble in water. If we add a spoonful of sugar to a glass of water, the sugar dissolves in the water to form a solution, and that solution is known as sugar solution. All solids do not dissolve in water. Solids like sand particles and chalk powder settle down at the bottom of the container. That means the solute that do not dissolve in water, they form a layer at the bottom of the container. They settle down at the bottom of the container and they are visible, but the solids that dissolves in water like sugar and salt, they disappear, they cannot be seen in the solution. Now, which solids dissolves in water? You can see, if we will dissolve sugar and we will dissolve flour in water, then we will see that sugar only dissolves in water. Here also you can see sugar plus water, sugar solution. Sand plus water, no solution, because sand will not dissolve in water. If a substance dissolves in water, then only we can get the solution, otherwise we will not get the solution. So, figure 20, this figure you can see, adding sugar, it makes a sugar solution because sugar dissolves in water. Now, liquids in water. Some liquids like glycerine and alcohol dissolve in water to form solutions. So, when two liquids dissolve in each other, they are said to be miscible. Now, if we try to mix oil and water, they do not mix with each other. Oil and water are immiscible liquids. That means some liquids can dissolve in water. They are known as miscible liquids like alcohol, glycerine, milk, honey also. But some liquids do not mix in water, like any type of oil, mustard oil, coconut oil, olive oil, petrol, diesel, kerosene oil, any type of oil, they are not mix, they do not mix in the water, they form a separate layer in the water, so they are known as immiscible liquids. Liquid solution, what dissolves in liquid, we can see by doing some experiment. We will take different types of liquids and we will mix in water and we will see which liquid is miscible and which liquid is immiscible. You can see here miscible and miscible liquids. Two liquids that completely dissolve in each other are called miscible liquids. They do not form any separate layer. They form a single layer in the solution. They are miscible. Two liquids that are miscible in each other are not miscible in each other are immiscible liquids. They form separate layer in the solution. So, they are known as immiscible liquids. You can see in this picture also, it is very clearly visible in this picture that how the miscible liquids form a single layer and immiscible liquids form a separate layer, like liquid A is separate from liquid B. They form two separate layers. So, they are immiscible liquids. Now, next we will see in oil. You see, oil in water. Oil is not mixed. Oil do not mix in water. Any type of oil do not mix in water. So, you can see here oil forms a separate layer above the water because oil is lighter than the air and they are immiscible. So, they do not mix with each other. Gases in water. About the gases, you know, some gases like carbon dioxide, oxygen and ammonia mix in water. Water plants and fish breathe with the oxygen dissolved in water because they don't take the oxygen from the air because they don't have lungs like us. They have gills, so they take the oxygen dissolved in water. So, it is very beneficial for them that oxygen can dissolve in water. The fizz in the colas we drink is actually dissolved carbon dioxide. When we open the bottles of cold drinks, colas, we see that a sound is coming out and some bubbles are also seen. These bubbles are of carbon dioxide gas that is filled in the drinks, cold drinks under high pressure. When we open the cap, the pressure is released and the bubbles comes out. The gas comes out, try to come out and the sound is also coming. Aquatic plants take dissolved carbon dioxide in water to make their food. It is also very good that carbon dioxide can dissolve in water and it is very important for aquatic plants to make their food. Some important gases, 6 important gases that are dissolved in lakes, streams and seas. You can see nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, methane, hydrogen sulfide and ammonia. All have important functions but different behavior and origin. Changing state of matter, we will discuss now the second point, changing state of matter. Matter can change its state from one form to another. The change in state of material, what happens in this? Changes the arrangement of molecules in that material. Materials can be changed from one state to another state by heating or cooling. If change of state occurs, then by heating or cooling, the matter can change its state. Physical change in matter. Two types of changes we can see in matter, physical change and chemical change. So, what is physical change? A physical change is a change that affects one or more physical properties of a substance. The identity of the substance stays the same. That means the property of the substance remains the same. No new substance is formed in a physical change. Physical changes are more easily reversed. It is reversible. That means again it can come back to its original state. Again the substance come back to its original state. You can see some physical changes, example breaking glass, mixing candies, shredding paper, folding paper, melting ice, chopping wood, cutting hair, dry ice sublimation, boiling water, breaking egg. All these changes do not change the property of the substance involved. Now, chemical changes, second type, occur when one or more substances react and form a new substance. That means in a chemical change, a new substance is formed that is totally different from the original substance. These are also called chemical reactions. Products of the chemical reactions always have different properties than the original materials and it cannot be reversed back. We cannot get back the original substance again and it is a permanent change. Some chemical changes you can see, iron rusting, you cannot get back iron, burning of wood, you cannot get wood back, cooking of an egg, you cannot get raw egg again, baking of cake, you cannot get the material used in the cake again, electroplating, you cannot get back the original metal, banana rotting, you cannot get original banana again, vinegar plus baking soda, there is a reaction, you cannot get again vinegar and baking soda back, fireworks after bursting of crackers, you cannot get the crackers back again. So, these are all chemical changes in which the original substance cannot be, you cannot get back the original substance and it is permanent and it is irreversible. Difference between physical change and chemical changes you can see. Physical changes are mostly reversible. That means you can get your original substance back. Chemical changes are not reversible. You cannot get back the original substance. No new substances are formed in physical change, but one or more new substances formed in chemical change. The substance retains its chemical properties in physical change, but the new substances formed have different properties from the original one in case of chemical change. Now, some revision questions are there on the basis of these all two topics. First is question A, choose the correct answer. 1. Which of the following is a physical change? Some examples are given. A, melting of ice. B, baking of cake. C, breaking of glass. D, both A and C. Answer is D, because melting of ice does not change the property of water in ice and water. And C is baking of glass. That means breaking of glass is a physical change because no property of glass changes when it breaks. Second is dash is water in its gaseous form. So, what is the gaseous form of water? A, evaporation. B, water vapor. C, atom. D, condensation. So, water in its gaseous form is known as water vapor. So, answer is B. Pick the odd one out. Hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen and aerated cold drink. We know that hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen are elements, but aerated cold drinks have carbon dioxide, that is molecule. Hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen are element and it is compound. Aerated cold drink has carbon dioxide, that is a compound. So, odd one will be answer D. Now, question B is state whether the following statements are true or false. 1. Physical change is an irreversible change. Physical change is an irreversible change. It is true. False statement. Physical change is an irreversible change. It is false statement because physical change is reversible. It is change of state only. Second is chemical change is a permanent change. It is true. Chemical change is permanent. You cannot get back the original substance. Third is sand is soluble in water. It is false. Sand is insoluble in water. It settles at the bottom of the container. 4. Oil and water are immiscible liquids. Yet this is true. Oil and water do not mix with each other. That's why this is immiscible. 5 number, oxygen and carbon dioxide dissolves in water. Yes, it is true. Oxygen and carbon dioxide dissolved in water. That is very important for aquatic plants and animals. Now, answer in one word. Question number C. Name a solid that is soluble in water. Answer is sugar. Sugar is soluble in water and it is a solid. 2. Which gas dissolves in water is utilized by aquatic plants to make their food? Answer is carbon dioxide. It is used by aquatic plants to make their food. Question number 3. What kind of change is a burning of candle? Burning of candle is a chemical change because we cannot get back the candle again. 4. What kind of change is cutting of paper? Cutting of paper is a physical change because cutting of paper does not change the property of paper when it becomes smaller in size. So, thank you students.